Hey, how's everyone today? This is Sunday, typically my B-Rad's beer review. It's normally kind of designated. I don't work on Sundays normally, and if I do, I get paid double time, and you won't see me doing this. You see me banking, just like any of you all would do. But hey, I got a very special this week's beer review. I decided to, I go in the liquor store and I try to find that beer that just catches my eye, and that's the beer I'm going to do a review on. So if just something crazy like Bud Light catches my eye, then that's what I do. But I seriously doubt that. Which they do have a new beer of a Bud Light Orange, which I'd like to do a review. I know I'm not a big fan of lime, but maybe orange tastes a little better. This week's review is a local brewery here in Wichita, Kansas. They started in 2016. They're called Aero Plains Brewery, and it is not only a brewery, but it is a restaurant down in the Delano district. Now, I'm going to tell you, man, I'm looking for beers and stuff, and I'm just like, what's calling my name? I didn't even know this was a local brewery for me. Anyhow, I don't know how many of you are live here in Wichita, Kansas, but I don't know. I was really impressed with the labeling and everything. Come to find out a little bit about the company is they paid a marketing company to package their beer. They went from bottles to cans, which is really interesting because I know back in if anyone remembers back in the 80s, 90s, people just drank bottles, and I'm pretty sure that's why bottles are in bars pretty much mostly today, at least in my area. I don't know if that's changed on the East Coast, West Coast, but in Kansas land here, the Bible Belt, they still pretty much use bottles. Some places have some cans. I use cans because they're a lot easier to take out the trash, a lot lighter than a thing full of bottles. That's the only reason that, and they recycle. Hey, I'm eco-friendly. Let's go take a peek at this beer. All right, let's hop in my fridge. All right, here we go. Now, I'm not very good at this, but the 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 packaging of this beer is a little unique, man. I've never seen this, but well, here let's crack one open. Or well, holy cow! Hold on, Jiminy Christmas! I can't get this. Hold on. Apparently, there is instructions for this. Twist and pull. Ah, look. Okay, now what I liked about they have a nice little looking can, and this is a vinyl label, which is kind of unique. And I do like their spin on. I do like their spin on the Aero Plains, because we're in the air capital of the world. So you put Aero and then you put Plains. Kansas is flat. Everyone knows that. We have no mountains. We have some rolling hills. Up north a little bit, but people who live on East Coast, West Coast, or the Rocky Mountain area, they'll just be like, "Holy crap, this is flat," and it is pretty much because I've seen some of the world, believe it or not, and but yeah, I like the matte color of this and the little aeroplane insignia on it, and like I said, and then I love this little thing down there. It says calibrated with accuracy at Aero Plains Brewing. If anyone's worked in manufacturing, specs and calibrations are really tight, especially with making airplanes. And I just thought that was kind of a witty. I don't know what it was intended for. That's kind of how I take it. Now, as I flip this beer over, okay, it's got 24 bitterness units and 6.6 alcohol by volume. So they tell you, beer connoisseurs, that, hey, look, this is what to expect of this beer, and you know, hell, it even tells you aroma mild, taste substantially sweet, experience American. Well, you damn right. We're here in the air capital of the world, Wichita, Kansas, and I'm living the American dream. I work at manufacturing and stuff. So let's with all ado, I'm going to stop jibber jabbering about this crap and let's get on to the beer drinking. All right, here I'm going to crack this open. I'm going to grab my designated beer glass, and while I'm at it, I'm going to grab a designated whiskey glass. I'm going to stop drinking whiskey out of the bottle and look like a hillbilly. Which, yeah, hey, don't judge a book by its cover. So, okay, let's get on with this. I'm going to pour this in here, see what we got. As far as color and smell and aroma, they tell you on the can, but I'm going to give you my opinion. And this is something someone suggested, let's go ahead and do. Well, as you can see, it has a really dark color to it. And if I wouldn't have tilted the glass, we would have had a head of beer. And I know the head is a flavorful part of the beer, but I don't really care for it. This is my review, so screw the fancy schmancy beer critics. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, let's go along with the smell. Well, the can is right. It's got a kind of a bitter smell, but it just goes along with beer. I think no beer really smells good. I mean, come on, after you have a few and you go pee, what do you smell? Doesn't smell good. So let's give it the Marine Corps Chesty Puller freaking beer test. Arr. Well, I would say this is kind of a dark beer. It's got some unique taste, kind of nutty, piney type taste, which comes with a lot of the darker beers. And I don't know. I didn't know what to expect with Aero Plains Kansas Common. Man, I didn't know if that was the name of the beer. I don't know if someone could tell me that. It has really, I'm not going to say it has a smooth taste. It's a flavorful taste. Kind of bold. I'm not going to be a fan of it, honestly. To me, it's not real smooth. It's kind of harsh. But when I go into the restaurant and order one, if I'm in their restaurant, you better believe I'm going to try their beer. I'm going to patronize the place. I'm going to drink their beer. Okay. Now they have some other beers. I'm excited to do reviews on them here for Aero Plains Brewing here in Wichita, Kansas. And like I said, this was just a freaky accident that I picked this beer. I love the way they did this can. I love their marketing logo, and they put stuff on this can that's just, like I said, it's pretty unique. The bitterness, the alcohol by volume, the, aroma mild, substantially sweet, experience American. You better damn right it's fucking American. It's made in Wichita, Kansas. I don't know what's more American than that. Well, besides any other part of the United States. And I don't know. I give it a thumbs up, man. It's worth a try. Go out there, give Aero Plains Common beer a taste. I don't know if you can buy this outside of Kansas or not, but you might be able to. Hell, I never know. So, this week's beer and review. Aero Plains Kansas Common beer. It's in a can. Like I said, these people went had a marketing company come in, and they put the fancy little cans together with the unique twist tops and the 6-pack. I'm going to assume maybe because it's dolphin safe and we're so close to the ocean here in Wichita, Kansas. So, with that saying, let's get down to the closing of the show. This week again, I'm going to go with Lead Slinger's Bourbon, Moore, Oklahoma. And, well, here, I'm going to pour it in the glass. I'm going to do it a little bit more mannerly from now on. You know, you might see me swigging out of the bottle, but for right now, man, I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to educate. I'm not trying to educate anyone because, you know, no one gave me a degree in beer drinking besides the United States Marine Corps. Now I have drank enough beer to probably be an expert, but I'm not a brewmaster, and my taste buds are probably burnt off by 8 years of MREs out in the field in Kuwait and Somalia. So, with that, salute to the fallen. One for Chesty Puller. Till next week. Next week and the week after, I'm on vacation. So I want to do some reviews. I've got some beers in here that I like to get out of my fridge, you know, so they could not stop getting old. I've got Corona Premier, I've got Lambert Blue, and I got KC Light. And I know you guys are thinking, oh, I probably had Lambert Blue, and I've had Corona Premier, but Corona Premier is a new beer from Corona, and I love Corona beer. I love Mexican beers, and I'll give you my review on it next week. I'm going to have a lot of time on my hands, and oh, what? Yes, I'm in here doing the dishes. Yeah, the wife asked me what I'm doing in here. Of course, I didn't tell her I was beer drinking and making salsa again. I'm trying to get down a really good recipe for salsa. I'll share it with you guys when I get it perfected. So until next week, Semper Fi.